Kathy, you're muted.
Damn it! Thank you, Suki, for the bits. God, who knows how long I would have rambled on.
No sounds.
Alright, now we're better. Okay, my joke was apparently my kitchen couldn't handle both of my ancestral grandmas in the room at the same time, and that's why it crashed. Welcome back in. Yes, thank you, Shadow, for the suggestion. I will be putting the handprints of Lena in here. Her hands are not small, though. They're huge. But yeah, comparatively speaking, they're small. We'll do mine. We'll do the whole family's. Lana's paw print will probably be here in as well. But thank you. I appreciate that. Certain things that I do in memory, my lights flicker. I tend not to keep a whole lot of lights on. Yeah. I have to have them on right now. But yes, don't waste the power. I agree to give it to, wait, we have, Lana cooking is a fascinating thought. Thank you, Cabeza, for the bits. So Selena is my daughter. Lana is my dog. So Selena will be getting the book, but I will be having Lana, the dog, paw print in here. Because when they're older, like someday if Lena is a grandma, she'll look back and be like, that paw print is our family dog that I grew up with when I was a little girl. So it'll be, this is mostly memories. It'll be less used as a recipe book with specific recipes and more just a book of memories and how food played memories in our lives. And so like there'll be mostly food memories is what I put. We'll also have like a couple other things in here like gardening. You know, if one year we have a really good garden, I might list all the fruits and vegetables that we had in the garden and maybe draw pictures of them as too. Like, this is mostly just for me. Like, I'm doing this to make me happy, but I hope Lena will inherit it someday. Definitely gonna give it to Lena. Yep, sorry, we were talking about my grandmas and they totally bombed my stream. Cold snap this week, low sting for the rest of the week. Mary Todd, wow, that sounds cold. Flash word made oh, sorry, but that flash and the worried look made me giggle snort. Okay. Nope, it was me. Grabbing a bear, no cussing. Yep. Okay, we're muted, but we're all better now. We're here, thank you. Honestly, where did you find that book? Applaud. This is a custom-made book, and I got it on Etsy. And the lady was really cool about it. And yeah, it's got at least 5. So you get to pick how many ribbons you have. You get to pick which ribbons you have. You can pick whatever this little papery thing in the front is. I went with something, you know, kind of cute. I will say it's not super well made, but it's pretty well made. Like, it's definitely made by an amateur bookmaker, but I think she did a good job. And you also get to pick whatever the engraving is. I will say that this part is coming off, but I mean, it is 10 years old, has been moved around a lot. I expect it to get more beaten up, and then this can be glued back down. I'll have Malin pick something to glue it with. I think you get to pick the color, too. And I do like the kind of rippled, edgy parts. And then if it ever starts to fall apart or whatever, I can just take it to another bookmaker and they can probably revive it or fix it. But it's a pretty well-made book. But yeah, I got to custom, and I think I got to customize how many pages I went in here, and I told her as many as you can fucking fit. I think was my technical answer. I have no idea how many pages are in here. And I got to pick the size. I chose the biggest size, and she's like, "Are you sure?" And I was like, "Yes." And I don't remember how much shipping was for this. But yeah, I got this from Etsy, and it was a custom order. I bought it probably close to 10 years, and I've been holding on to it for 10 years. It's only now, since I started my cooking stream, where I finally feel inspired enough to start it. Like, I'm overcoming my fear of fucking it up. I have an overwhelming fear of fucking something up. Like, I don't want to start something if I'm going to fuck it up. So, I think because of chat, I've learned to embrace sucking at stuff and just doing it anyways. Just do it. And then the first part of the book is probably just going to be horrible. The art's going to be terrible. It's going to be sloppy, whatever. But the more I do it, if I put like an hour in a day or at least half an hour in a day, eventually it'll get better and you'll see my growth as I get better and better with art. And then in my final years, you know, maybe the shit will look really good and everyone will just skip to the back part of the book and no one's going to read the front part of the book. But yeah. Am I buffering? Hopefully not. Might have to refresh. I would love to write a screenplay or fantasy story in one. Yeah, it's a great idea. Walmart brand instant noodles are okay, but certainly not amazing. Yeah, I've never had Walmart. Yeah, never had Walmart brand. I've only ever had the Maruchan in Korean. Did you see about my writing I'm gonna stream? No, Mary Todd, I missed that. And it's not showing me. What is that? It was me. Okay, shadow's all better. Alright, but yeah, so this is my recipe book. I don't really show a lot of people it, but I do have the art station set up with my art supplies as well that I'll be using for this. And then I have this stored in the island where the wine rack is. It actually fits on the wine rack, so I have it there. So now, if I want to hang out here while the babies are at the table drawing, coloring, playing with Play-Doh, I can just pull this out, grab my little cute boxes of art supplies, which are super cute. So I got about, I think maybe 10 of these, and then each one is labeled with what kind of thing is in it, and then yeah.
Or, you inspire me every day. Kathy, I usually go, think nah, I can't. My Kathy pops in my head and says just do it.
Aww.
Then I yell heard.
I love it, Mary Todd, thank you. You're awesome, thank you. My OCD got the best of me and I already labeled them. Brush tips, colored pencils. And then all of these are stacked over there, and then each one has my supplies in them.
Ha 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 ha. Yes. Finally our sucking pays off with inspiration. We suck for a purpose. This is no accident.
Wow, I don't know if any truer words have ever been said, Cabeza. We suck for a purpose. That needs to be a t-shirt. We suck for a purpose. Let's do it. All communally suck together. I love it. But yeah, this is a funny thing. I've had this book for 10 years, and every year I say, oh, this is gonna be the year I start. And every year I'm too scared, but I'm learning to embrace my fear. So this actually is the year I start. I got all the supplies, I have it out and ready. Honestly, I might even start tonight, like after stream, but I am finally going to, this is like, we were talking about, oh fuck, one of you guys said it in chat, that this is my something, God, I think it was Cabeza who said it, but it's like your life's purpose. It's a Latin. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? What did you get on with today? We're talking about family heirloom recipe books and shit. That last part almost counted. Welcome in. How was your stream? Oh yeah. Speaking of family recipe books, so this is the one I'm going to be making for myself, and that will be going to my daughter, most likely. This is the one that my mother-in-law gave me that has recipes of hers handwritten by her and my husband's grandmother. And then, if you guys haven't seen this one, this is my grandmother's recipe book. It's actually, hers were all in a bunch of spiral-bound notebooks that, it was like before Pinterest existed. She would cut recipes out of everything. She also had handwritten ones and scanned copies of ones. But these are all of my grandma's recipes that were in like beat up spiral notebooks. I put them in these protective pages and made a giant binder out of them.
Nice book. Now all you need is a virgin to light the black flame candle.
Where do you get one of those? I don't even know where to find a virgin. Anyways, so here's the cool thing. This one, to start the book off, this is my great-great-grandmother's letter written to my grandmother, and it has a cookie recipe on the back, and my great-great-grandmother's name is Lena. My daughter's name is Selena. We spell it with an E. She's named after Catwoman, but we spell it with an E because then she's also named after her great-great-great-grandmother? Whatever. But yeah, there's a cookie recipe here on the back too. So my great-great-grandmother Lena's recipe that I will someday make for my daughter Lena. And then in the front, these are handwritten recipes that are in my grandmother's writing on my American side, but they are my Korean grandmother's recipes. Isn't that cool? Shadow.
Oh come on, you're a Star Wars fan. You know where to find the virgins.
Star Wars fans get delayed now. It's cool being a Star Wars fan now, but thank you, Shadow, for the bits. I appreciate you. But yeah, this is the funniest thing. My mom doesn't cook, but my mom got recipes from her mom, my grandmother on my Korean side, and she gave them to my grandmother on my American side, her then mother-in-law. So my Korean grandmother's recipes are written in my American grandmother's handwriting in her cookbook, and I inherited them. So these are, a whole bunch of them are Korean recipes. And I was like, Mom, you don't cook. Whose recipes are these? She's like, oh, those are your grandmother's. Harmony's recipes that she gave to Grandma B. My Harmony's recipes are in Grandma B's handwriting. So this is the one I inherited, and this is the one I'll be giving to Lena, and most likely she'll get all of these if she wants them. Or technically Amaya can get one, Jace can have one, and Lena can have one. But these are all, there's actually one more, I won't get it down, but we also have my great-grandmother's recipe book up there as well. But this is what I did the past couple days is I reorganized all my recipe books so that they weren't all the freaking way up there in the pantry where I couldn't reach them. So I moved everything here so it's more easily accessible and I can actually take them out at any time. They're really easy to pop down and just like read them and play with them and hang out with them. So that's what I've been doing. D20 Dono heard. Carter, where did you put it? What happens when my kids play with my shit? Oh my God, Carter. Put it on the wrong end. Thank you for the rig. Get on that. Life's purpose is a proposita and vita. Oh, that's not the... Okay, that is what that means. I'm trying to remember... Is it a raison d'etre? No, that's something else. I can't remember what the term was. I wrote it down at one time. But chat... I don't exactly remember what the translation was, and I don't exactly... If I heard it, I would recognize it. But chat basically said... Last time I bought this book out, they said, that's your blah, 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 and it means, like, one's life's purpose. Yeah, and that's what I have. I wanted to write a story and family recipes. I'll take a look at Etsy. Yes, I highly recommend if you're looking for a really fun, handmade, one-of-a-kind unique book, go on Etsy, because that's where I found this one, and I really enjoy it. I'm glad I'm finally using it. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. All right. Thank you for the bits, Get Wrecked. Hi, Mrs. Kathy. I made a teeny tiny landscape paintings, full landscape paintings in 3x4 form. Please send help. Oh my God, Frumpy, that sounds awesome. So we were just talking about it. I'm getting into arts again. I used to really be into painting and sketching and drawing long time ago. And I really want to get back into it. So I made a whole chunk of my kitchen over there is now an art station for the kids and I. So there's all these art supplies for the little ones to get their creativity on. And at the same time, I will be sketching in this here book to be kind of like a recipe book. But yeah, whose is this? Get Wrecked. Let me clear. Ready? 9. Thank you, Get Wrecked, for that $9 dono for the kids. Let me get that for you. Let me first put my giant grimoire-looking recipe book away. Oh, thing is so big, but it fits pretty nicely in the kitchen island. All right, I have my grandmother's scrapbook recipe book. It is sacred to me. Yep, I love it. Yeah, I didn't think I would get that recipe book. It looks a lot better than what I was actually given 3 or 4 really beat up spiral notebooks, and I turned it into that binder. And her favorite thing is butterflies, which is why I added the craft paper. But yeah, I really like it. I think that's awesome. Just saying, I got a camera that should work and a stand so I can stream. Also, fridge, no wait, second fridge. No excuse not to stream. Let's go, Mary Todd, that's so exciting. I think I also missed something where you said you had your appointment scheduled coming up. Way to go, way to go. And then the thing that I've had on my to-do list for damn near 8, 9 months, I finished today. It was something that has been nagging me for 8 or 9 months. Ended up not being that bad at all. I had it done within an hour, and yeah, I got that task done. It was getting a disability permit for Lena's disability parking spot. So now when I take her places, I don't have to treacherously take her through a whole parking lot. I can park in the front.
That's right. I can't spell it correctly, but raison d'etre is essentially reason for being. It's a loose interpretation, but mostly TV right.
Thank you, Cabeza. Was it you? I think it was Cabeza who told me. Raison d'etre. So last time I brought out my grimoire looking book, chat told me that looks like my raison d'etre. And I was like, I like that. I like that. And that's what it is, basically. It's my one hobby that I want to last in it. I want it to be my thing that I work on for my entire lifetime. My entire life is going to be recording happy memories through food and family and recording it in that book. It's like a giant sketchbook. So less focused on recipes, more focused on memories. But it's like a scrapbook, like a hand-drawn scrapbook is what I'm trying to make it. But yeah, thank you, Cabeza, for the bits. And yes, that's what it was. Mary Todd's super excited for you. Let me know when you're streaming and I will make sure to try to swing in. We need to get some virgins apparently now. I'm a broadcast editor that made cooking shows for a living. I'm at your disposal. Applaud. Thank you for offering that help. Ferda. Okay. Oh, please. At this point, I'll guarantee there will be a million people having dirty. Oh, Texan slave Leia costume. Yeah. Yeah. It's like every nerdy guy's biggest fantasy right there. Did you guys know that I actually came up with a really cute slave Leia inspired cocktail dress? Yeah. I like sketched it out in my head. I actually got a long time ago. I got a full ride scholarship to go to FIDM in LA. It was a Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising. I won one of their fashion contests back in college, or back in high school, but my mother would not let me go. So I never ended up going to fashion school. I went to a 4-year university instead. Who was this? Was this Get Wrecked? Get Wrecked, Redeeming D20, don't know. So yeah, I used to really be into art, and I gave up on those dreams pretty much when my mom wouldn't let me go to FIDM, which sucked because FIDM would have paid for me to go there. I had to pay money, which really annoying thing was somewhere around my sophomore year in college, my mom finally saw my art and was like, this is really beautiful. Like, you could make a living out of this if you really wanted to. And I was like, I tried and you didn't let me. So yeah, that was a pretty funny story. Okay, real fast, let's get this dono. And then do this raw her like that and raw there. Thank you, that's so nice. TNG fan fiction writers get all of the ladies. Yeah, hells yeah. Let's go. TNG's the bomb diggity, that's wild.
Thank you.
Get Wrecked. Thank you so much for that $9 donut for the kids. That $9, I believe, is still going to Extra Life. I don't know how long this campaign is. Are we going all the way through the end of the year? Don't even know. But thank you. That's another $9 going towards Seattle Children's Hospital, our local Miracle Network hospital. Thank you so much for helping the children there with all the different procedures that they need to go through, all the different facilities that Seattle Children's has. It's these donos that go to unrestricted funds for the hospital to be able to do all the different initiatives and keep on the cutting edge of technology and providing these wonderful services to all these families. Thank you so much for supporting our local Miracle Network hospital. Thank you for using your powers for good and not evil instead of punishing me with handcuffs, donating for the kids. Thank you, Get Wrecked. We appreciate having you here in chat. Thank you for your endless support for us in the AFK Kitchen, our team, the Good Cause Crusaders, and the patients, parents, and providers at Seattle Children's on behalf of Extra Life. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bob says, I would make a cooking stream, but too busy. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Cabeza, again for the bits and clarification. I appreciate that. Garrick rolled a 969. Ha! Book of Shadows! But love. Yes. It is basically, I like that it looks like the Book of Shadows from Charmed. Yeah. I wish it was a little bit strong. It's fucking heavy, but the only complaint I have is I wish the book cover, the hardcover, was a little bit stronger because it does feel like a little floppy sometimes. Thank you, Mary Todd, for the lurk. Malin is catching up on Butte, still sleeping. He was awake for work, and then right after he was done with work, he went right back upstairs and fell asleep again. But yeah, so speaking of all these heirloom recipes, what up, Boo? How are you? We are going to do Mama Malin's. Hopefully it doesn't need like 8 hours to set. Oh, is it this one? Okay, so we need to do the lemon pudding, not instant. And she said, I love, oh, it is 6 ounces. Is it? What? Shit. All right. She said, We're not talking about any relatives that have passed away. We're talking about Mama Malin, and she's like up in Arlington, but my lights are still flickering. Yeah, new AFK superstition. When the lights are flickering, it was because we're talking about one of my ancestors. We were talking about my grandmas earlier, and apparently both of them came into chat and crashed my stream. Yeah. What the flux? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you are having a wonderful Monday night. Yeah. I still edit video for children's boundary. Oh, thank you, All Pop. That's awesome. I'm glad that we do what we do in this kitchen. We do it because Chef Steve is our inspiration. Thank you, What the Flux. Sorry. No, it's cool, All Pop. I love the cows. Okay, so Mama Malin's recipe says large box. Thankfully, she clarified 6 ounces. This is 4.3 ounces. It's a good thing I got 2 because I think I'm gonna have to like measure it out to be 6 ounces. She put that lemon pudding, not instant. Okay. It's funny, we tried to do her fruit pizza recipe, which is this one right here. Malin tried to do it reading her instructions and was like, this doesn't make any sense. And he got all angry and she was in chat yelling at him. It was pretty hilarious. But I think this recipe works out. I did not read ahead, but I think I know what we're doing. But we're gonna have to measure out 6 ounces because that's like 1.5 of these boxes. All right, good thing I have a measuring thing. If I mess this up, I'm never gonna hear the end of this from Alan. My mom can make it, brah, 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 brah. All right, we'll see if we can do it. But we are celebrating my husband surviving his 48-hour stream for Extra Life, which he did, he wrapped up yesterday evening, and he slept for a very long time. And then he went to work today, and then slept more. He slept so much he hasn't set up my damn mech station yet. Okay. We need 6 ounces, and we have to get a medium saucepan. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Like I said, we weren't really planning to do much crazy stuff today. No one's awake. Malin's asleep. Kids are asleep. So it's just us tonight. And then, Malin is starting to eat. He's going on a health kick starting after this meringue pie. He's going to, he asked me to start cooking healthy foods for him again, which he basically told me for a hot month and a half, almost 2 months, he's like, I don't care about healthy food or working out or anything because he was so stressed with work. But now that things are settling down at work and it's a healthy type of stress at work now instead of unhealthy, he wants to start working out more and eating healthy. So he asked me to start making my food for him as well, which is nice. Oh, I need a bigger one. Why did I get such a small bowl? That wasn't very smart. That's okay. We can wing it. This one? This one. Hey, what's up, Barry? There's always room for Jello. Ancient Klingon proverb. Oh, I love it, Barry. He had a 48-hour French dip coma. Oh, yeah. Kapla! Thank you. Yeah, he was awake for a hot second last night. He had a beer, and then he passed out. And he had like 3 of those French dip things. Like, yeah, it looks really good. But yeah, starting tomorrow, he's going to be doing low carb with me, low carb, high fat, and he's going to start working out more too. So I will have to plan accordingly because lately I've just been making like my meals for myself, and then I just cook whatever stream leftovers and whatever else for him. But now I actually have to like consciously plan, because when you're feeding Malin, you actually have to plan the meals ahead of time because he eats so much. Like with me, I could just snack on a little bit of things and I'm fine. But for him, and because he's a little bit pickier too, I have to like actually start planning big healthy meals again instead of just mine. So, oh my God, I did 6.5. I'm only supposed to do 6 ounces. 6.3, 6.2, 6.1, 6, there we go. 6 ounces of Jello mix heard. 99 my moon and my stars. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, tomorrow I have to go get Suki's, I have to go to the post office and mail Suki her ramen. So ramen. Tomorrow I have my hair appointment. If I come on stream tomorrow blonde, I'm gonna be pissed. If they turn me blonde again, I'm gonna be so angry. I do not want to be blonde. But I'm getting my hair appointment tomorrow. I have not gone and gotten my hair done since Jace was born. So it's the first time in 4 years. I'm very nervous. And then I'm also gonna go and mail Suki her ramen. Woo, ramen! I'm very excited for you. I can't wait for you to tell me what you think about the selection. I got you a bit of a spread. There is some seafood ones. There is some spicy ones. We got a little bit of everything, but I hope you like them. I'm very excited. 99. Alpop's also got to run. I got to do Apple tech support for company. I love the stream and the chat. Thanks for letting me join. Of course, Alpop. Anytime. Anytime. I'm here every night. Good to see you again. Hope to see you again soon. All the love. Thank you for coming here. Hopefully it's not too stressful at work. I've been watching my mom deal with work stress lately, and it's just reminding me, and Malin too, it's just reminding me how little stressed I am now. My mom was worried about me earlier. She's like, oh, I don't want you to be stressed. I was like, me? Stressed? Like, I am not stressed. I used to be like nothing but stressed. I was like, nah, man, I'm chill. It's so hard for me to get stressed now. Partially because I don't work anymore. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but also because my mentality has totally shifted in the past year. Like, I don't take things nearly as seriously as I used to. I used to stress and really have high anxiety and worry about a lot of stuff. I just don't care anymore. I think a lot of it has to do with streaming and chat and reprioritizing my life, but I just don't give a shit anymore about the things I care about, I passionately care about, and everything else can go fuck itself. So yeah, I have a whole new outlook on life, and I really think it's because of chat and what we do here. 3 eggs, Herd. I think we need to use these eggs. I need to actually clean the fridge out again and move all the stuff. So this is where the back stock goes, and then when I run out of eggs in there, I take 3 of these 18 packs and I fill up a basket that's in there, and then I do more back stock. So like it's constantly like shuffling stuff from the back stock AFK fridge to the main family fridge, and I really need to like go through and declutter and all that stuff. 3 eggs, Herd. No, we're not gonna use that bowl. That bowl's gross. We're not gonna use the ugly bowl because that bowl needs to go back downstairs where it belongs. Get out of upstairs. Everything else can go fuck itself. Love the mentality. Oh, thank you, What the Flux. I appreciate that. Yes, I got it from chat. Chat is a very good influence on me. Very good at keeping life in perspective. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. And honestly, like, I'm so much happier than I was December 31st of last year, because I started streaming January 1st. But I'm significantly happier because I just don't care anymore about things that I used to worry about what people think. I used to worry about how I looked. I used to worry about my weight. I used to worry about my kids all the time. Now it's like, nah, we're good. Everyone's happy. The kids are happy. We celebrate our small victories. We don't stress too much about stuff we can't control. And I have to say, this has probably been the happiest year of my life. 35 has been a good year. I really like it. Water and sugar. Mama Malin did not say how much water and sugar. Where's Mama Malin? I'm guessing I was supposed to follow the directions on the box, but this is the big box. She said, get the large box of Jello lemon pudding. I got the large box of lemon Jello pudding. This is 4.3 ounces. She said it's supposed to be 6 ounces. This is not 6 ounces. So, water and sugar. So we have to math this shit. Okay, mathing Herd. Microwave directions. No, seriously? Classic lemon pudding pie with meringue. Is this what we're making? Heat, pudding as directed. Pudding directions, okay. So we need 3/4 a cup of sugar. So what is 3/4 a cup of sugar plus, what's half of 3/4? Oh my God, don't make me math, guys. I only worry about extraterrestrials now. Barry, I thought you were an extraterrestrial. You can't be scared of yourself. I don't think I'll go to work today. I don't think I'll go to work tomorrow. Yeah. Wait, oh, Get wrecked. Office Space? That's Office Space, right? I'm almost positive it's Office Space. Okay.
Follow directions. Plus fucking Emmy.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. We're not going to do that shit. Okay. We are going to go rogue. And we're just going to figure this out. So, she said 3 eggs. This says 3 eggs. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We're just going to go with the box. Or we're not going to, it's going to be a very thick pudding. And I can't imagine why that would be a bad thing. So, let's get a pot. We're just going to make it, and we're not going to map it. Mapping too hard. So it's a little extra thick. So it's not as sweet. I have no problem with that. All right. Pour a pudding mix in this shit. Heard. Half a cup of water. And the eggs. Half a cup of water. Heard. Where am I? Half a cup of water. Oh, we'll just use this one. I don't feel like getting the other one. Half a cup of water. That's a whole cup. Jesus, mother of God, that's a lot. Half. I'll do 2/3. 2/3 seems like a good idea. 2/3 cup of water, Heard. That's so weird. 3 cups of water I don't fucking care. It's pudding. If I fuck up pudding, well, I'm never gonna hear the end of it from chat. 3/4 divided by 2 is 3/8. No, it's not. It is 6/8. You panda cracker. All right. I deny the Stargate exists. Wink, wink, wink. All right. Half a cup of water and egg yolks in a medium saucepan. Just the yolks? Just the yolks? Pudding, mixture according to package directions, add lemon juice. Why does this one say yolks and that one, whatever? Okay. Egg yolks. That's more whites. Where are my whites at?
How much of the second box did you use?
Half.
If you used half of the second box, then I would add 3/4s a cup for the first box, measure up a second 3/4s cup of sugar and then pour out half of it.
That's actually really smart. I like that idea. Thank you. We're just gonna, okay. I love my mother-in-law. I think she messed up when she wrote this recipe. Because it says to use 3 eggs. This recipe, it says follow the instructions on the box. This recipe says to use 3 eggs. She said that this box is 6 ounces. This box is actually 4.3. I think when she wrote large box 6 ounces, she meant to write large box 3.4 ounces. So I think I'm just supposed to follow the instructions on the box, which I will do. I did already add too much, I already added too much of the pudding mix. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of everything else. But it'll be fine. Do you wanna add an extra egg? You can add an extra egg too. We'll add an extra egg. An extra egg yolk. We're just adding the egg yolk. But yeah, it's pudding from a box. I don't think we can mess it up. Or we can. And if we do, so be it. It's fine. Like Shadow asked me earlier, what would you rather mess up? Fancy dinner and you've like fucked with the main ingredient, or would you rather forget a part of your cosplay that you worked hard on? Easily I would fuck up the dinner that I was working on, because cosplay is more time sensitive, and if I fuck up food, it's fine. You can make it again. Even if you got like really rare ingredients and all that stuff, I feel like it's not the end of the world. So if I fuck this up, it's fine. I feel bad for Mama Aunt or Mama Melon because she made the pie crust for me, but then I just try to be positive and be like, okay, well then that gives me an opportunity to learn to make a pie crust. I have her pie crust recipe, so yeah. Either way, we will make it work. It's just about positive attitude and perseverance. That's all that matters. And besides, it's just food. I love food, but in the end, I'm not going to cry over it. Usually. I'm almost cried over the tempered chocolate one time. 3/4 times half is 3/8. Thank you. Get wrecked. Skirt says, what the fuck? As long as it tastes good and at the end, that's all that matters. Exactly. Agreed. What the flux? Two peas in a pod here. You and me, two peas in a pod. That's how I think. Yeah, and then, you know what? And honestly, we've had some times here in stream where we got more laughs over my fucking something up than we did me successfully doing it. And in the end of the day, when I go back or when I'm lying in bed thinking about, you know, how my day went and how stream went, sometimes I have more fun with y'all's when, like, the time that I burnt the caramel cake, that was hilarious. It sucked that it didn't turn out and like what, but sometimes things not working out is still fun food memories. Like, it doesn't always have to turn, it depends on what your priorities are, but in my mind, it doesn't always have to turn out perfectly. Like, if it does, great. If it doesn't, sometimes it's really funny. Or the time I burnt the pizza, that was pretty funny too. Oh my god, remember the time I didn't add flour to cookies and chat like lit me up because of that? I think that's why we have the exclamation point flour command. As much as I like the food to come out well, sometimes it's funnier when it doesn't. So, whatever, we'll have a good time no matter what. It's a bonus when the food turns out well, but as long as we have a good time, I really think that's all that matters. That's why I feel sorry for the people who come into chat and get really mad at me because I'm not a professional chef, or I don't do like, I don't know, whatever that guy got mad at me that one time about the steak. And it's like, oh, that's not the point of this stream. Maybe other streams are educational and the point of the stream is to successfully make beautiful, wonderful food. It's not really the intention of this stream. Fucking up with Kobe beef might sting a little, but even that is just money. Yeah, exactly, LT. And then again, in some regards, it's actually kind of funny. Like, it hurts, but like, knowing me, that would be the time I overcook a steak, is the time that I go through, like, it's weird, like Murphy's Law, Murphy's luck. The one time I would invest in buying this like imported delicious steak is gonna be the time I accidentally like forget or something, get carried away with chat and burn it to a crisp. That would totally happen. Yeah. But screw it. Don't call me a screwball when I can prove myself. Answer, dorky. Fair enough, get wrecked. Mary Todd.
I like how you and chat created Dick Cramps. That is 2021.
That's true. That's true. And sometimes, like, it's through weirdness, shenanigans, and fucking shit up that we end up coming up with really interesting creations and funny things. Like the dick cramp, I don't remember how we came up with the dick cramp. I don't know what Shadow was thinking or how it happened, but it's always due to shenanigans that we end up doing like funny shit. Or like there have been times out of necessity because I burned something, we had to use leftovers and then make something else out of it. And then we ended up with like this amazing, delicious dish, which was totally by accident. I like that. It's an adventure. Shadow.
Remember that time I told you to pour out more of the fluid in your drink for your This Is Sparta 300 drink and you didn't? Or when I told you that the orange juice with Fireball will taste bad and you didn't listen me? Yeah.
Yeah. I need to listen to chat more. Sometimes I don't listen to chat, and then sometimes I mess shit up. That's true. Thank you for the bit, Shadow. A few years ago, I tried to make an omelet, screwed up flipping it, and was like, well, we got scrambled eggs. Now, see, that is so good for your blood pressure and your overall, like, what is it called? Not satisfaction with life. Thank you, Hyper. Mental health. It's not that one either. I don't know the word. Thank you, Perkinzone with the host. I'll have to think about it. It's your like overall life satisfaction or something. But yeah, all in all, if you can turn an omelet and then laugh it off and be like, well, we got scrambled eggs, that is so good just for your overall happiness with life. I'll think of the word later when I'm not. It'll pop in my head later. Thank you, Hyper, for that $3.12 donut for the kids. For anyone who doesn't know, that is a very sweet thing that Hyper likes to do. As a daily dono, that is signifying my 312th stream in a row. I started streaming January 12th. I plan to go 365 days straight, raising money for multiple different campaigns. Right now we're doing Extra Life and we're benefiting our local Seattle Children's Hospital, a Miracle Network hospital. Thank you, Hyper, for that $3.12 going to Seattle Children's to help the kids there, to help the families there, get the procedures that they need, life-saving treatments for all sorts of different illnesses, including cancer. Thank you so much, Hyper, for your unrelenting support of us in the AFK Kitchen, our team, the Good Cause Crusaders, and the patients, parents, and providers at these Miracle Network hospitals. Seattle's Children's is this much more lucky to have you. Some people don't think that small donos, $1, $2, $3, $5 are a big deal. They're a huge deal because all those little donos really add up to make a wave of change. A lot of these Miracle Network hospitals, a lot of these charity hospitals, a huge part of their operating budget is from small donos making a huge change. So thank you, Hyper, for doing another one of those awesome daily donos. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Contentment, mental health. No, it's one of those like catchy words that they use in the mental health industry or in business. It's kind of like up there with work-life balance and back in the day, synergy. It's one of those words. It's your, Malin would fucking know what it is, but it's like your contentment with life, your something satisfaction. Malin would know what it is, but if you're able to laugh things off, work with what you have, and still be grateful for what you have, that is that's a huge thing. And that is something that took me a long time to learn because I'm a slow ass learner. But in my mind, I've always been very high anxiety and always over plan things. Like I actually find peace in over planning things. Like even if I'm pretty sure we're not going to go on this family trip, or I'm pretty sure we're not going to need blah, 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 I will still plan it to a T, Excel spreadsheet, color coordinated. I like to plan things because it keeps my anxiety at bay. Not so much, I still love organizing, but I don't have the anxiety that I used to have because I just don't expect things to go as, ever since, I swear to God, it's Lena. Ever since Lena got diagnosed with autism, which then motivated us to finally get Jace checked, and then he's also autistic. Once we realized both of our kids were autistic, I totally I just stopped caring about shit. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna plan anything because you never know what curveballs life. Like I had all these expedited educational academic workbooks and stuff for Jace. Like, oh my gosh, I thought I was gonna be a tiger mom, right? I was gonna get him into the best preschool at the youngest age, and he was gonna be like, I had all these then he was speech delayed, and Lena's nonverbal. So here I am trying to really get academics started early, and my kids are they don't even talk. And then now I'm just I don't even fucking care if they have good academics. I would like them to work hard in school, but now I just care that they're happy. All this stuff I planned. I had Jace's birthdays planned for the first 5 years of his life. I was like, his first birthday, we're gonna do this, and I had a Pinterest board. Second birthday, Pinterest board. I had everything planned out. Then Jace was born, and he was his own little unique human being that went against everything I planned. And so I actually just recently deleted all of my parenting boards that I had on Pinterest where I had all of parenting planned. I deleted everything because I was like, fuck it, we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. Or, I wanted to do a medieval theme, medieval times, knights and dragons theme. Jace doesn't give a shit about knights or dragons. And so I was like, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I plan shit way too much and I shouldn't. So now my parenting strategy, 100% different than what it was before they were born. 3/4 cups of sugar. We'll do a cup of sugar. So now, Jace can plan his own birthdays. Everything's different now. I don't have any expectations for my kids. As long as they're happy, that's all I fucking care about. They don't need to be anything that they don't want to be. All they need to be is happy. I'll consider that a parenting one. With Amaya and Carter, we only get them every other weekend. It used to be we get them a little bit more now, but for most of the time I've been a stepmom, I saw Amaya and Carter 4 days out of the month. And then for weekends and occasional holidays. But with them, there was less planning, and they were already kind of set in their ways. But with Jace and Lena, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I guess I was just so excited. And now I'm we'll just let them pick it up. Have you ever had buttermilk scrambled eggs? Not that I can think of. Yeah, I can't think of it. Perkinson said, I got a new job starting Friday. Sorry not being here. No, Perkinson, that's fine. You don't have to apologize. Never apologize. We're just happy to see you. Yeah, that's great. Congratulations on the new job. for quite some time. No, we're just happy you're here, Parkinson. Congratulations on the job. And anytime you can swing by, we're happy to have you. I'm here all the time, every night. I'm always here. Here's a laugh. I played a friendly prank on geeks at Space Force wherein I placed acorns in their telescope lens and say, hey, I spotted a UFO, check out D's out. And when they looked, I said, check out D's nuts, because I'm 5 years old. Barry, but it's actually pretty funny. Oh, D's nuts jokes, or the D's nuts jokes are great. I laugh every time. Yup. As long as they're happy, derpa do. Exactly, right? That's really all that matters. That really, I think it took a lot of shit happening back to back for me to finally relinquish. I was a control freak for most of my life. Finally, I relinquished control, and I was like, I just can't control stuff. Like, and it gives me, my anxiety goes through the roof when I try to. So I was just like, fuck it. We'll just see what happens. Yeah. I had all their Halloween costumes planned out, all this stuff. And then Lena hates Halloween or doesn't give a shit about it. So I was like, yeah, even on stream, I was like, what should I do for Halloween? And then I finally, like, Halloween day hit, and I was like, wait a second. Who says I even have to take my 2-year-old trick-or-treating? She doesn't want to go trick-or-treating. I don't feel like putting her through that and dealing with her meltdown when I force her to do something she doesn't want to do. So finally, Halloween day, I was just like, wait a second. I could just put her to bed, right? And I did. I just put her to bed. Malin stayed home. And then Jason and I went trick-or-treating. I was like, this is so much better. Like, she's happy. I'm happy. I don't know where the hell I thought I, like, had to do things a certain way. I was like, oh, fuck it. Just leave her at home. Lights are flickering again. I wasn't talking about a relative. What ghost is it this time? I didn't realize they aren't there 100% of the time. Oh, the older two, no. I'm the stepmom to the older two. So Carter and Amaya are here every other weekend. But during COVID, and while they were doing online classes, we would have them for a week at a time, which was awesome. But now we're back to the normal schedule because they're doing in-person school. So we get them every other weekend, 2 or 3 days. That's about it. It sucks. Yeah. If we're lucky, we get them early on a Friday. So it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But most of the time, we would get them Saturday morning and drop them off Sunday night. So we only got them 2 days for most of it. Every other weekend, which is shitty. It's shitty that that's how parenting plans work, but so be it. Okay. According to package direction, adding lemon juice to make it tart. I'll let the pudding cool approximately 10 minutes. Okay. What did this say? Bring to a boil on medium heat. Wait. Pudding mix, sugar, egg yolks, and then stir in remaining water. That's really weird. Why would you make me do that in 2 separate steps? Seems ridiculous. Add half a cup of water, add a bunch of other stuff, then add the other water. Why would you do that? Am I blinking really hard? Are the lights flickering? No, Frank, the lights are flickering again. I don't know. It doesn't look windy outside. We have been talking about relatives, so maybe we have ghosts in the kitchen, but that's all I can think. I thought you were worried sick. Who? Me? No, I know people have lives. No. I just assume people are busy, much like myself. You got things to do. It's okay. I'm glad that you're busy. We make plans and God loves. Having our girl told we were healthy and then within hours, yeah. Never crossed our minds, but we are lucky. She lived 5.5 weeks. So, yep, life does what it does. Yep, exactly. There was also that time where we thought Lena had a brain tumor because her head grew a lot in a short period of time. And that also, luckily, it was just she has a big-ass head. But there was a good short period of time there, 72 hours, I think, where I really, really rethought about my priorities. And yeah, ever since all of that happened, I have a whole new perspective now. Okay, so we want to make the lemon juice. How much lemon juice? 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. Is that like one? How many? Oh my God. How many lemons is that? 2 teaspoons, heard. And since this is my mother-in-law's recipe, we'll use her little thingy.
I'm still trying to figure out parents. I was 19 and went to my very first nightclub. Couldn't drink, but it had alcohol, dancing, scantily clad people, smoke deck, the works. It was the gothic club that I still go to this day. Anyway, I went out at 9 PM and came back at 2 AM. Tell me why my mom was passed out on the couch with the light on waiting for me to come back the whole time. She snorted awake and was like, Whitney? Whitney? Is that you, Whitney? Whitney, are you okay?
Yeah. That's parents. Yep, that is parents. You worry about your babies. Doesn't matter how old they are. You always worry about your babies. Oh, son of a panda cracker. It's okay. It didn't get in the eye, but man, that was close. Oh, that was so close. Cat-like reflexes right there. Oh, that was close. That lemon fought back. Thank you for the bit, Shadow. And yes, that's because your mom. That's love. Always worrying about the babies. Half a lemon. Well, I'm going to measure it now. She said 2 teaspoons. 2 teaspoons, heard. We'll probably do 3 teaspoons since we're kind of making a big portion. 1, 2, 3. We don't want to make it too tart that Alan's like, ah. All right, there's spatula. Shadow.
Make so juice on the side while you're at it for a dick cramp cause let's enjoy at least 1 drink tonight.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can do that. Yeah, we can do a dick cramp. Malin actually wants me, he advised me, he suggested very nicely that I should not drink so much because my tummy has had a really bad flare-up the past week or so. I'm hoping it calms down now because I got my backup meds in. So I take 1 med every day, and then if I have a flare-up, I take these other meds. They're stronger. And I started taking the other meds, so I'm hoping everything goes back to normal soon. And in the interim, he's like, don't drink, or cut back. And I was like, okay, I can do that, but yeah. But yeah, we'll do a dick cramp. Awful lame dad joke time. What does the son of a panda cracker call his dad for short? Pa. Thank you, LT. I appreciate it. I love lame dad jokes. They're my favorite. Okay, so make it tart. Let the pudding cool approximately 10 minutes. So this says, bring to a boil on medium heat, stirring constantly. Oh, well, I am stirring constantly. I'm trying to bring it to a boil. Stirring constantly. Yeah, I got, yeah, we could squeeze. Was that a whole lemon? Okay, we'll squeeze 1 more lemon out, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so according to Mama Malin, bring this to a boil, then you let it chillax for like 10 minutes, stirring 3 to 4 times before pouring it into a cooled pie shell, which is over there. Turn a dinner plate upside down on top of the pie and refrigerate it. Okay, yeah, overnight or at least 5 to 6 hours. Oh, shit. Looks like we're making half of a meringue today. 5 to 6 hours? All right, well, we'll make part of it. And then never fail meringue. Oh, you know what? We can make the meringue tomorrow, but you can't make a meringue and then let it sit, right? Yeah. My bad. I should have read this. Okay, so we're going to do half a pie today. And then we're also going to make dick cramp and make some soup for Melon. Are you boiling yet? It's not boiling yet. There's also a chance I'm going to have to make another one of these. If I'm completely honest with you guys and not lying, there's a lump in here. Oh, I bet it's the Jell-O. I was like, did I scramble the eggs? But it's white, so it can't be the Jell-O because. Okay, bring it to a boil. Medium heat, stirring constantly. Okay, it is brought to a boil. I think that white thing is the pudding mix. For a second there, I thought I scrambled an egg, but no, it can't be because the egg whites are there. Yeah, it was the pudding. Okay, I think we're good now. Stirring constantly. Serve warm. Okay. Let it cool for approximately 10 minutes. Okay. And then kind of keep it going. All right, we're just going to... Apparently, we don't want it to, curdle or something, so we just got to keep stirring it. Computer, set cool down timer for 10 minutes.
Cool down timer, 10 minutes.
I love going through a recipe without reading all the directions first. Then you're like, how did this happen? I swear I follow the directions. What the flux? That happens to me all the time. Yeah, even though I stream, if I follow a recipe, which I usually don't, but this is my mother-in-law, so I'm following her recipe. But even even as a streamer and I have a rough idea of what I'm going to do, I rarely read the recipe ahead of time. I read the ingredients list to make sure I have everything, and I read the allotted time that they put on the top, like this should take you an hour or whatever. And if it fits within my 4-hour stream time and I have all the ingredients, I was like, yeah, I'll just make that. Oh my God. Sometimes you really should read the recipe ahead of time. I almost never do, but yeah, I do that all the time. And then the really funny thing is if I don't do mise en place, I'll be making something, or usually it's good if I have everything pre-measured out and do all my mise en place, and then I'll be like making something and I'll look at it and be like, what the fuck is that bowl still out? Holy shit, I forgot to add something. Or yeah, God. Some people have their shit together in the kitchen. I do not. I do not at all. And also, I don't like following recipes for the most part. I do, unless it's really, I love the recipes. There's only 4 steps. Even if those 4 steps are kind of long-winded, for some reason, I prefer 4 long-winded steps over 16 short steps. 16 short steps bother me. I really don't like recipes. There's one that I did not too long ago that was like, no shit, 22 steps. I was like, I'm going to do about half these steps. I do not have the focus to do 22 steps. I don't even remember how the dish came out. Usually I just see what's in the fridge and go from there. I like the way you cook, Flux. I like the way you cook. Me too. Look in the fridge, see what you got going, and wing it from there. That's what we're going to do tonight. So we're going to make some sort of cozy, comforting, low-carb soup thing for my husband. We got chicken. We got some more chicken. We got pork jowl. We have the sausages from the crab boil that we did earlier. So I'm thinking we're going to do, like, I kind of want to do, like a Cajun flavored hearty soup thing. So we got, was that a toddler? Did we make a toddler? I think we might have woke Jace. Want to use up sausage, want to use up chicken, want to use some of the Creole seasoning, chicken stock. Kind of what I got going right now in my head. Maybe something else, yeah. Or, ooh, that could be weird. We have pho broth, but I don't know if I want to put sausage in a pho broth. That might be a little too strange. But yeah, we'll figure something out. And then, I don't know, did I drink all the coffee? Oh, I did drink all the coffee. That's sad, I was really enjoying the coffee. All right, we're doing a dick cramp. Dick cramp, heard. Anyone else taking a dick cramp? This is now a drink along stream. If you are unfamiliar with a dick cramp, it is a shot. It is partially lemon juice and partially Fireball. I usually do about 50-50. A little bit more bourbon, or a little bit more Fireball than lemon juice, but sometimes people do 50-50. So whatever floats your boat. But this is nice and thick. That's what we're gonna do. I need to squeeze more lemon juice and I gotta get the Fireball out. I don't have to constantly stir it now that it's off heat. Okay, let me get the Fireball. It's always so weird when I have to explain to people why I buy, like when I go to whatever liquor store and I'm like walking out with all these bottles of alcohol, like you going to have a party? And I was like, kinda? Like this is kind of a party? I don't know.